So finally, the cryptocurrency mining demand has come to a full halt. Nvidia's top level graphics cards are out, and Nvidia and AMD graphics card prices have finally settled down. So what is the best graphics card that you can buy this Black Friday? First of all, don't buy the RX 560, RX 570, or GTX 1050. The GTX 1050 is the lowest level card of the 10 series, and now that the 20 series is out, it is really outdated, and it really makes no sense to buy a card that's outdated and is the lowest level card. So if you just want an entry level basic card, then I really recommend that you at least spring for a GTX 1060 3GB card or an RX 580 4GB card. Both of these cards are great 1080p graphics cards which will provide you more than 60 frames per second on high level settings. Maybe not ultra on all games, but definitely high level for the next 3 to 5 years. As for buying right now, both of these cards are very close in performance, but I recommend the RX 580 4GB card over the GTX 1060 3GB card because right now, the incentives associated with the RX 580 4GB card are much greater. For example, right now if you buy an RX 580 4GB card, then you get 2 free games of your choice. Both of these cards right now are $180, but with the RX 580 you get 2 free games associated with it. Also, there was actually another RX 580 4GB card that started with $160 with the same 2 free games, but that is currently out of stock. As a result, if you're just getting into gaming right now and you don't really know how much you will do it, or you're just a casual gamer who wants a good graphics card, then I strongly recommend the RX 580 4GB card and that you aim to get it for $150 or less this Black Friday. Now, if you want something that's just a little bit better than that can handle all current games at full ultra settings at 60 frames per second at 1080p, then you want to look at the RX 580 8GB card or the GTX 1060 6GB card. As of right now, the GTX 1060 6GB card costs $200 and the RX 580 8GB card costs $190. So again, the pricing is very similar and the performance is pretty much identical. However, the GTX 1060 6GB card only comes with one game, which is Monster Hunter, but the RX 580 8GB card, you can choose 2 games of your choice. As a result, if you want a solid 1080p graphics card for the future, I really recommend getting the RX 580 8GB card right now because of the incentives associated with it. And as for Black Friday, I recommend that you guys aim to get it for $150 to $180. But something to be careful of and keep in mind is the price difference between the RX 580 4GB card and the RX 580 8GB card, because it may be very small. And I really recommend that you spring for the RX 580 8GB card if the price difference is less than $30, because you definitely won't regret that. If you're much more serious about gaming and you want a powerful graphics card that can handle 1440p gaming or absolutely wreck 1080p gaming, then the GTX 1070 or GTX 1070 Ti is your best bet. Both of these cards can handle 1440p at 60 frames per second right now, but in the future, the 1070 Ti will last you longer. And as of right now, GTX 1070 Ti is definitely the way to go because the price difference is so minimal. The GTX 1070 costs $340 and the GTX 1070 Ti is $355, so just $15 but a lot more performance. So as a result, if you're more than a casual gamer and would like to have a powerful card that's not too expensive, then I really recommend getting the GTX 1070 Ti this Black Friday for $300 to $350. As for the GTX 1070, I recommend buying that card if you can find it for less than $300. But if the price difference between the GTX 1070 and GTX 1070 Ti is less than $50, then I really recommend that you just go for the GTX 1070 Ti. Finally, if you're an enthusiast who wants to do 4K gaming or Triple Mario 1080p gaming or ultrawide 1440p gaming or any of those gaming styles that are really extreme, then the GTX 1080 is the perfect card for you. RX Vega just isn't as good when you look at the bang for the buck factor, and right now, at the high level, the picture is really clear. Simply just go with the GTX 1080. The GTX 1080 Ti is way overpriced, like $1,200, $1,300, when it should cost $600, $700 max. And the RTX cards were very overpriced from the very beginning, and Nvidia was just trying to sell them on the ray tracing technology. However, ray tracing technology just isn't that good right now, and it makes no sense to go for those cards. Now, if Nvidia took out the ray tracing technology and sold cards like GTX 2080 and GTX 2070 for about similar prices to what the GTX 1070 and 1080 launched for, then that would actually be quite enticing. But as of right now, the RTX cards make no sense. So for next week, if you want a high-level GPU, then GTX 1080 is your best choice and try to get it for less than $450. which is actually a really good deal because at launch the GTX 1080 started at $700, and 1 year later when the GTX 1080 Ti came out, it dropped to $600. So you're still saving a lot of money, like about 25%. So overall, these are the best cards that I think you should buy for each graphics card level, and these are the best prices that I think you should aim for. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm wrong about any of my recommendations, or is there any other graphics cards that I forgot, like AMD Navi or Intel's graphics cards? Make sure to comment down below what you guys think, because I do read all my comments and I'm curious as to what you guys think, so make sure to post your thoughts. Also, if you guys like the video, then make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing if you would like to see more videos just like this one. But until next time, I'm Hari. I'll see you guys on the next one.